everyone. So today again we are here with another topic of this chapter that we were doing discussing that day. That was what, how do organism reproduce. Now in how do organism reproduce, what we were talking about the variation. What is the variation? Right, from the parent to the offspring, how much degree is going to be deviated, degree of deviation, right? So when the two parents means when the female and male parent fuse, I am putting always this symbol. So this symbol is actually for the male and female gamete, right? So when the male and female gamete fuse, that time there is actually involvement of a two parent, right? And when there is an involvement, obviously the two different type of genome is coming and the offspring is having a combination of both the parent. So there is a degree of deviation or degree of variation. Deviation is actually the degree, that difference from the parent, we call it as a variation. Now point is this, why it is important, or it is important for the species? Yes, it is very important, because for the survival of the species, variation is very important. If the same type of number is increasing, same type of species is increasing, there is no species is coming out, there is no evolution, what happens? So the number of population is increasing, right? And when the population is increasing, they need a same kind of habitat, they need a same kind of food, environmental condition, all the things they require same. But in that case, what happens? There is a survival of the fittest, right? There is a competition between the species, and maybe there is an extinction of the species also. But if the variation will come out, then in that case, what is there? The species is going to be changes. They are going to be adaptive themselves in a different environmental condition. So that's why variation is very important for the evolution of the different species also. So this is the importance of variation. Right. Now when we talk about the variation, now a basic principle that you should know for the this chapter is very simple, children. When we talk about the reproduction, you know very well what is the asexual mode, there is a sexual mode, then there is a male reproductive, female, so all the things little bit you know, but the things that you should know in the 10th class, that is little bit different. Now we are going to discuss that different thing that you should know in this standard. What is that? How this variation come? Now listen carefully. When we talk about the variation, so means variation comes by a process. That process is what? That process is the reproduction. Now when the process we are talking about, this means we are talking about the gametes, and you know very well gamete is a single cell structure. Now if we talk about the cell is having what? Cell is having a nucleus. This is what? This is a plasma membrane. This is what? This is a cytoplasm. Inside the nucleus there is a structure that we call as a chromosomes. Nucleolus is also there, other nucleoplasm is also there, but the basic structure is the chromosomes, right? Now chromosome, listen it very carefully. What is that? I am going to enlarge this. Now chromosome is made up of what? DNA plus protein. DNA plus protein. And DNA is having what? DNA is having this nucleotide, or you can say this base pair. Right? And this base pair is known as what? This base pair is known as gene. Right? Now point is this, when we are talking about the reproduction in earlier classes also, you know that gene is the basic unit of inheritance, means whatever characters we are getting from parent, that will come from a come to the offspring by the cell actually, because what is participating, these gametes are participating, and gametes are the cell, right? So in that case, what is there? The gametes, when they are fused, actually what is fusing between both the gametes? The gene is fusing, right? So gene is the basic unit of inheritance. Now point is this, when the two gametes, for example, if I am talking about the gamete, so this is the female gamete, and this is what? This is a male gamete. Like somehow I am going to give a symbol. So this is what? This is a female gamete. This is what? Male gamete, right? Now when they are fusing, that time actually what is fusing, as I told you, genes are fusing. And when the genes are fusing, so means they are carrying the information, and that information is coming to the zygote. And zygote is again a single cell structure. When it start dividing like 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, like this way, 8 to 16, 32, like this way. There is a division in the zygote, and finally there is a development of the fetus, and you can say a baby, right? So this is the overall development of the after the zygote there is a development of the baby, like this way. So what is actually dividing? This zygote is dividing means all the cells in our body that are having a same kind of DNA that was present in where? In the zygote, right? Now point is this, when the cells are dividing, so DNA is migrating, or DNA is what? DNA is having actually information in the form of gene, right? So in that case what we should know when we talk about the DNA? So DNA is what? DNA is an information source of all character, and this DNA is present, you know very well not, this DNA is present where? In the chromosomes. It's a master copy of all the genes. When there is a fusion, so that time this master copy is giving that information to the next cell, right? So in that, and in that case what is there? Now you should understand that if this is the nucleus, in nucleus there is what? There is a chromosomes. Chromosomes is having a DNA. So DNA is what? DNA is a master copy, storing copy of all the information. And now this master copy give the information in the form of RNA. What is that? In the form of RNA. And RNA, this master copy is present where? In the nucleus, right? And the RNA is present where? RNA is present in the cytoplasm. And this RNA form a template kind of a structure, and over that there is a location of different ribosomes, or you can say, yeah, ribosome is correct word for you, and they make a structure that we call as a protein. Now children, carefully listen it what I am trying to say. Listen very carefully. What is that? When we are talking about the passing of character from one generation to the next generation during the process of reproduction, actually who is passing that information? That DNA is passing information. DNA copy its information in the form of RNA. RNA make a template and make a structure that is known as a template, and over that template there is a attachment of the different amino acid. Maybe these things are very complicated, but amino acids are present where? Amino acids are present in the cytoplasm of the cell, and these amino acids one by one attach to where? To the ribosomes, and when the number of amino acids attach to each other, that time they make a structure. Amino acid, one amino acid attached to another amino acids like this way. So that time together these amino acids are attached by a peptide bond, and that we call as a protein. So basically what I am trying to say, I am just trying to say, whenever the DNA is copying information, how it is expressing that information? It expresses information in the form of different protein. Means characters are expressed in the form of protein. That you will, when you go through your NCERT, you will see how the characters are expressed. They expressed in the form of protein. So this is the basic principle. You should know about that. Ki genes are expressed. How genes are expressed? In the form of protein. And proteins are actually what? Enzymes. So this is the way of passing information from one parent to the next generation. And when the information is passing, when there is a fusion of the male and female gamete, that time it should be very accurate. If the condition is, if it is not accurate, then what is there? There is a degree of variation, and the progenies are going to be little bit different from one to another. So this is the reason why we are different to each other, because when the information is passing, there is an involvement of a two parent, and due to that the variations come out. So this is what? This is the variation. Now We are talking about what? We are talking about the types of reproduction. When we talk about the types of reproduction, there is a two type, you know very well from your beginning classes, that is a two type of reproduction, sexual and asexual. What is the meaning of asexual? What is the meaning of sexual? When there is the involvement of just one parent, there is no differentiation between the male and female parent, that type of reproduction is known as the asexual. When there is a involvement of a two parent, means there is a involvement of a male and female partner, that time it is known as the sexual mode of reproduction. Now see carefully what I am saying. If there is an involvement of a one parent, for example, if we talk about the this is very this present in a very lower organisms, very simple organism is done their reproduction by this process. For example, if we take a amoeba, right? Amoeba is what? Amoeba is a single cell structure, right? It's a single cell structure. When it is reproduced, what happens? It divides by equally into two half, and there is a formation of a two amoeba daughter cell, right? So what happens during that process? There is a there is a division of enlargement of the nucleus, followed by the enlargement of the constriction in the membrane. There is a formation of a two daughter cell, and these two daughter cells are just identical to their parents, right? Because there is no involvement of any parent, so that's why it called as a asexual. It means in asexual the progenies are identical to parent, right? Now when we talk about the sexual mode, there is a participation of a what? Male and female gamete, right? And when the male and female gamete are fusing, there is a formation of a zygote, means the two individuals are participating, two type of genome is participating, or you can say two type of DNA is participating. So that's why the progeny is not identical to parent, right? So this is the difference between asexual and sexual mode. Now see carefully, if you see this diagram, if you see this diagram, so there is what? There is a participation of a male and female gamete. Now you can see very clear what is that? There is no gamete formation. Second point is what? There is no gamete formation, but there is a participation of a gamete in sexual mode, right? Now again, if we talk about this, so there is what? There is a in 9th class you have studied two type of division, that is known as mitosis and meiosis, right? That we will discuss in the next video, what is the meaning of mitosis and meiosis. But here I am just trying to say, when we talk about the asexual reproduction, there is a just one type of division that we call as a mitosis. But when we talk about the sexual mode of reproduction, that time there is a mitosis as well as meiosis. Both types of division take place in sexual mode of reproduction, but in case of asexual, just one type of division take place. So 1 point, second, third and fourth, same is there 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the major points that differentiate between asexual and sexual mode. I hope you will go through that, right, and you will get all the points very clearly. If something is not clear, again we will discuss in the next video. Okay, thank you.